Hello and welcome back to the Project Manchester United, a series in which we take over the club for 3 years to see what heights we can take them to. And so far, we're doing okay. Now, I say okay because I hold United and this team that we've got currently to the highest standards possible. And on top of that, I hold everything to high standards. So unless we're winning every game 5-0, it's not great. But let's have a look at how we are doing. If we take a look at the schedule, we have had a flying start. We have won a number of games. 7-0, 5-0, 3-0, 3-0, 6-0 in the Champions League. 7-0 against Burnley. So we're scoring a lot of goals. We're conceding not that many. But when we do concede, we often lose or draw against Chelsea. Now, we did pick up our first loss away from home against Dynamo Kiev. It was one of those games where just no matter what you did, it was just going to make you lose. You're away from home, it doesn't matter. After that, we did implement, actually I think it was after the Leicester game, we did implement a more defensive tactic away from home. It's as simple as that. When you're home, you know, we score 7-5, 7-6, whatever. When you're away, you're going to struggle a little bit more. And in that case, we developed a new tactic. Now, unfortunately, we were doing very well up until the 87th minute when Fofana scored an absolute screamer outside the box, and then Jamie Vardy scored in the 89th minute to give Leicester the win. A very, very annoying loss there. Then we progressed in the EFL Cup. We've got where is the FA Cup? FA Cup third round is in January. But other than that, we've done well. We did draw against Chelsea in our last game. Couldn't stop Maxi Gomez, 2 balls over the top, and he got away. And today we have Milan at home and Arsenal at home. AC Milan, one of the old giants of European football in our Champions League group. We obviously stole their player, Kesse, so that will be interesting to see how he performs. And against Arsenal, Arsenal are my most hated team, let's say, because when I was growing up, it was Keane versus Vieira, Henry versus Van Nistelrooy, Rooney versus, I don't know, Perez, Ljungberg, whatever team they had. So Arsenal today is the team we are going to be playing. If we do look at all of our competitions, we are second in the table by 2 points. That loss hurt us. We are top in the Champions League, but everyone's won one game, so this game is very, very important, and we're still in the Carabao Cup away to Gillingham. I won't be surprised if we lost. We are dominating in the Premier League. Ronaldo, top goal scorer. Our top 2 players are the best in the league. Sancho Fernandes, top 2 assisters. Player of the match is Bruno Fernandes. Most clean sheets, second, David De Gea. So we're doing well. We have to make sure that we keep in this race here, and we can't afford to let it slip at any point. You can see here that our player stats as well. Ronaldo, of course, is on absolute fire. 14 goals in 10 games. Unbelievable. Bruno's doing amazing. Rafa Varane, I've just seen 98% pass completion. So we are doing very, very well, and I am happy with how things are going. But of course, the 2 losses, the draw, we've got to make sure we don't get too many of those across this season. Don't look at this for Rashford. He hasn't been performing that badly. I think he was injured for a while, and we've only played him in for 3 minutes or something like that. And I think that was from a under 23s game or something that whatever. A few things to note then, because we may have seen this. We have brought in a few different players. Now, before we go through that, our ratings for the team are all good. Van der Beek is quite low on a 6.6, 6.7 average. Our defenders aren't great. Tellez has picked up his form in the last 5 games. But other than that, everyone seems to be performing very, very well. We will change this team about for the game. Now, we did bring in Pierre Kalulu. Right back was one position I thought we were quite short in, so we did bring him in, and he's decent. He's on loan. We're paying, I think, 15k a week for him. Very good. He'll do the job, and he is doing the job. He's got a 7 average rating so far, which isn't bad at all. We also bought, let's go through it in the transfer section, because we did actually sell Nemanja Matic as well. 4 million to Spartak Moscow. Good player. He was on way too much money. So we sold him, freed up some money, and not a bad addition there. If we look at our next addition, it was Isco from Real Madrid on loan. Other than Bruno Fernandes, we didn't really have a backup cam, an out-and-out cam. And we got him by only paying 40k a week, which is amazing. We got him for something like 50% or 40% of his wage. And look at those stats. He's an absolute world beater still. And he's been doing okay. You know, he has got a 6.91 average rating. But, you know, for the backup cam, he's okay. It's a better option than trying to play, let's say, Lingard in there. And the big one, we signed Andreas Christensen for 12.5 million. Something like 4 mil up front or something, maybe even 2.5. I'm not sure. But we have bought in Andreas Christensen. 6.77 average rating, 6.6 in the league. But he's not really playing there, actually. So that's fine. But he hasn't played too much for us. He will definitely feature a bit more. But 25 years old for 12 million, he is absolutely unbelievable. Very, very good. He could do with a bit better strength. But he's just the kind of guy, he's a ball-playing defender. It's as good as that. And I liked him for another centre-back option for something like 3 mil up front. Because eventually I think Lindelof, Bailly, etc., one of those will leave. So, you know, it's good to have him in this team. I think it would be Bailly that leaves. Although, as much as I love him, I just think he'll go. Other than that, who are we looking at? Anthony Elanga. We trusted him and he has shown his faith, our faith, to be the right thing. 2 goals, 2 assists in about 5 appearances, let's say. And he's been doing absolutely amazing. He actually got 3rd in the Young Player of the Month, which is amazing. 19-year-old, not even supposed to be in the first team, and he's doing very, very well. So I'm very impressed. Look at all those green ratings. And of course, the big man up front, Cristiano Ronaldo, he did get the Player of the Month for the first month of the season, which was very impressive, very good. Good to see that, you know, this is what we're doing. How can we look at his awards? This is where me not playing Football Manager all the time. I mean, he's named in a number of Team of the Weeks and he got the Player of the Month in August. Hopefully he does the same for the next few months. But I think it's time to get into the squad. We'll go into our tactical meeting. They want us to go to balance, but I think because we're home, we'll stay on positive. Ibrahimovic might return to the ground today. And let's get into our team selection. De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka at fullback. We are going to play, both Varane and Maguire are injured. So this is a chance for Lindelof and Christensen to show us what they can do. I want to see who is more comfortable on their left. It doesn't necessarily matter, so I'm okay with that. Alex Telles comes in because I think Luke Shaw is injured. No, he's not, so Luke Shaw goes straight in. Rashford starts. He needs the fitness. He's been playing in the under-23s and apparently with a 5.7. So Rashford starts. Good connection there. But we've got Kesse returning to Milan. He's been doing okay. 7.1 average rating. 7.4 in the Cup, 7.2 apparently in World Cup qualification, 6.9 in the league. So he's doing okay. He's been slowly bedded into the squad. We're going to take Van der Beek out considering he's on quite a low rating. And I think Pogba's fit. He is. He could do the rest, I think. So we're going to bring in Bruno in the advanced playmaker role. And we're going to keep Isco in the attacking midfielder role. Greenwood out wide and Cristiano Ronaldo up front. So very, very decent. A great team, of course. And I think that should be everything. So we are ready to jump into this game. We go into the opposition, ask assistance. We're not going to go hard on Ibrahimovic because he will just very simply go down for a pen, and there we go. We're going to trigger the press against Tonali and Theo Hernandez on that left-hand side as well. But I think we are ready to go into the game. Anyone else that needs a rest? Not particularly. We should be good. Of course, we've got the Arsenal game coming up, so hopefully we can take an early lead at the start, so we can take a few players off at half-time and rest them for one of the biggest games of this season for me. But apparently you never want to press. We do our chances by never pressing. I'm going to ignore that. Let's see how well he knows. I think we could have made more subs available, but that's fine. We are going to pump our fists and say justify the praise we've been getting. Let's have a look at the match preview there. No losses in the past 5 games. That is good form. But we did obviously draw last time out against Chelsea. But a home to Milan, I hope that we can get a good result. They've obviously got a few dangerous players, but hopefully we can cut it off and extend our lead at the top of the Champions League group. And we do have an early chance. Bruno in the box, almost headed in, but Isco picks it up, just lurking outside the box, whips one in. Ronaldo. You do not expect Cristiano Ronaldo to miss it there, but an early chance there, hopefully setting the pace for what is yet to come. Luke Shaw out to Rashford. Rashford, can he take his man on? He decides to play it back to Isco. Isco heavily involved here in the opening 5 minutes. Plays it to Rashford. He's gone down. It's not a penalty. Ronaldo, I mean, ref, you can bring it back if you want, mate. Let the ball go out, bring it back by VAR. I'd be very happy with that, but it could end up in an attack for AC Milan. Rafael Leao, Ibrahimovic is in the middle. He's not going to miss, but he does. Apparently, Ronaldo and Ibrahimovic left their shooting boots at home today because they have missed 2 major headed chances. Good press by United, forcing that long ball back to Wan-Bissaka, who plays a lovely long ball to Rashford. And what a save by Magnan. Should really be scoring there, Rashford, and putting those chances away. Bruno over the top, and we can't win that header. A very lively start to the game. We might go to balance. Do we go to balance? Do we stay positive? I think I'm happy with positive. Expect 6 shots to 3, 52% possession. We're doing well. We're going to just leave it as we watch this highlight. Tonali, we do press him. Tomori. That is the press we want. Good. Isco, Rashford. He's got the pace to beat everyone. Possibly not Florenzi on the side, though. He's quite fast. Rashford whips one in, and Cristiano Ronaldo this time is able to score. A great cross by Rashford, who just walks off by himself. He says, look, that's what you need me to do. That's my job. I'm not going to celebrate for it. And a great cross, a late arrival by Ronaldo, unmarked in the box, beating men in the air. And there's a good match engine showing more realistic more realistic movements from the players, let's say. But going into the half, 1-0, that's decent. It's not great. We could have extended our lead a little bit more, I think. But it's not a bad performance overall. And I think for the second half, we are going to go to balanced, just to see what it's like. Frank Kesse, not used to the press and intensity being asked of him. Does he still think he's playing for Milan or what? We are going to point the fingers, tell them to find another gear. The defenders, we're going to say, keep going. I mean, this isn't really working. We're going to say that we are, oh shit, this is going wrong. Do you know what? Ronaldo, you're please. I'm going to leave it there. And hopefully we don't mess it up any more. That's never happened in this save. So maybe they're just showing up for their cameras here, trying to create some drama in today's episode. But we are unbalanced, 12 shots to 5, 54% possession, and we do get the first highlight of the second half. Good football being played. Oh, this is great football. And Marcus Rashford gets his first goal of this season. He saw that little 5.7 match rating alongside his name, and he said, what's that about? I'm better than that. I'm more of a 7.8, which he's got currently. But Greenwood assisting, and Rashford does score, extending our lead 2-0 there. Very, very good, as there's a highlight straight away. I think we're going to try and take off Greenwood, try and take off Bruno Fernandes, because we need them fresh, ready for the Arsenal game. Christensen not doing well on a 6.4, so we're going to touch on shout to him. We're going to demand more from him. We need him doing a lot better. Wan-Bissaka, great ball from Bruno Fernandes, who's in the middle. Wan-Bissaka going by himself at the moment. Back to Rashford, doesn't quite reach him, comes out to Luke Shaw. Kesse, Bruno Fernandes. It's good football yet again, and Ronaldo with an absolute rocket almost broke Magnan's hand there, but luckily his hand is still intact, so all good. Right, let's take off Mason Greenwood. We're going to put Anthony Elanga on. Actually, no, we're not. Let's put Martial on and move Ronaldo out to the right hand side. as an inside forward. Usually on the left, but we're going to leave him on the right. Then we are going to take off, we're going to put him on defend. We're going to take off Bruno and put on McTominay in a box-to-box midfielder role. And then, do we take off anyone else? Wan-Bissaka, Christensen on a yellow, 6.3, poor game from him. Do we leave him on to better it, or do we take him off and put Bailly on? I'd rather rest players, and Wan-Bissaka could do with a rest. So on comes Dalot. Christensen, don't get sent off. Improve. I mean, we've just spoken to you, so hopefully that makes the difference. And we will see here as AC Milan are on the attack. Tomori gives the ball away, and it comes to Luke Shaw, who also gives the ball away apparently. Ibrahimovic over to Brahim Diaz. Who's chasing him down? Is it Elanga? Well, it doesn't matter because Ibrahimovic gets his 5th goal of the season. As we might try and demand more here. Poor defending, leaving Ibrahimovic open. Just walking through. That could be Christensen. Who's these two? I mean, it's Lindelof and Christensen, obviously, but Christensen could have done a little bit of a better job. We're going to demand more of the entire team as Ronaldo gets the ball. It goes a little bit too far. And one of them, Christensen or Rashford there, almost scored but hit the bar. 15 minutes left. Everyone's absolutely knackered. I forgot we might have more changes. That's good. I thought we only had 3. Maybe we have 5. Who else do we take off? Rashford, Isco. Isco not doing well again, 6.4. He's got the ratings for it. Maybe he's better in a more deeper, advanced playmaking role. I think we take off Luke Shaw or Kesse. I think Luke Shaw's a little bit more important to us. So we're going to put old Alex Tellers on. Do we have any more? Do we have another sub? No. Okay, just checking. 10 minutes left. Can we see this game out? We are on balance. Oh no, here we go. Teo Hernandez, Brahim Diaz, Ibrahimovic. Great quick football played by AC Milan and Castellao. My goodness, what are we doing, boys? Let's do shorter passing, lower the tempo. We are going to be more disciplined. Regroup, hold the shape. Actually, we're going to counter, but we will regroup when we lose it. And distribute centre-backs as well can be put on. And we're just going to leave the press a little bit more. I think that's got to do the job defensively. And just really lock in, staying focused here and not conceding. Christensen to De Gea, who just levers one up the field. No point in that. That is not the short passing that we needed. Mannion hits it over the top. Can we win it? Christensen does. Dalot wins the seconds. Well done. Elanga finds someone. No, he dribbles too much and then decides to actually moan about a foul rather than getting the ball back. That is not what we do under me as a manager. We fight and we fight every single ball. McTominay with a great ball out to Anthony Elanga on the ball now. Can he whip one in? He does, and it's Isco. Almost could have got his rating up there, as we should really give him a shout and just say demand more. It's not good enough at 6.4, so he needs to be doing better. Alex Tellers whips one in. Isco picks it up on the edge again, plays it back to Tellers. Tellers with the shot, and as the commentary says, it ripples the side netting. 5 minutes left. We've gone cautious. Brahim Diaz cleared by Lindelof. Can't be picked up by Isco. This is squeaky bum time, as it's said, and that's got to be a red card. It is. Beneka or Benesa or whatever has been sent off. It wasn't the most convincing win, but we do see it out, and Manchester United have beat AC Milan 2-1 to go top of the table. I'm going to say, I don't want to bring him down. I'm just going to say nice work, everyone. We've got a game coming up against Arsenal. I can't say, oh, we weren't at best and everyone moans. I haven't got time for that. So hopefully it gets better. But we are up against Arsenal next in just 3 days. So everyone needs a good rest. We're going to give Rashford for his first game of the season, or second, whatever. Very good. And we will see you for the Arsenal game. So we are back for the game against Arsenal, and as we can see, Liverpool have drawn with Chelsea 1-1. So if we win against Arsenal, we could potentially go level on points with Liverpool, which could be very important with the games coming up. We'd actually go top of the table on goal difference, hopefully. So a very, very good chance here. Let's get into the team now. I'm thinking of playing our second tactic. Now, this tactic was for teams that are going to dominate possession against us away from home. You know, we have to let them have the ball and then hit them on the counter. A classic Fergie tactic, let's say. Our normal tactic is a high press. We put the pressure on them. We have the fans behind us at home, and we just absolutely throw everyone forward. We overlap, we play out of defence, we go wide, we play direct, etc. On this one, that's a custom tactic. On this one, I chose the fluid counter-attack. Now, looking at it, we're at home. Do we play our favoured tactic? However, we know that, you know, Arsenal like to keep the ball, so do we potentially let them have it, play our way, countering? Or do we, you know, just try and dominate them from the start? That is a decision I've got to make. I kind of want to play this tactic so we kind of see how it works. Live in an episode, take a risk. That's what football's about. We've got to take a risk. And I'm happy doing so. I also want to see what Kesse's like in a ball-winning midfielder defensive role back here. Let's have a quick look at the tactic. In possession, shorter passing. Not sure why that is shorter passing. Maybe it should be more direct for the counter, just straight, you know, almost route one football. It was narrow press, but I've put it onto standard because I don't mind us being wide. Pass into space, again, I think we could do. I mean, why is it not this? Counter-attacking, surely, once we get the ball, bang, up. And we want to run at defence. I'm not overly bothered about that. I don't want it more than the tactic allows. So I think we leave it at that. We counter-press, we counter, we distribute quickly. I'm happy with that. And here is the big one. We force the opposition outside. We have bodies in the middle, so that is decent. A lower line of engagement, a lower defensive line. We invite the pressure and then we attack. We don't use the offside trap. We use tight marking, and we only trigger the press more often than usual. I'm going to get stuck in off as well. I think we take the risk. It could be one that doesn't pay off, but I'm excited about taking it, and that's what we're going to do. This is what you got to do as a manager. Let's ask our assistant, what they want us to do. We're going to try and tight mark Aubameyang, although I hate tight marking fast players. They're just going to run away from you. It's the same with pressing. They'll just knock it past you. So I think we never press, never whatever. Do we never tight mark Aubameyang? But then he might just get away. Who knows? Martin Odegaard, I think, yeah, you press, we don't tackle hard. I think we leave it at that. I think that's what we do. Maybe press Saka a little bit. Let's see how that works. But we're going to try and take the risk. If all goes wrong, we can jump to our first tactic. Hopefully that changes things and we can do well. But we will see. Both Kesse and Pogba, two of our midfield three, lacking tactical familiarity. Do we tight mark? But you know what, Mikey? I'm going to listen to you. Let's see how it works. If Aubameyang gets away with his pace, I'm coming after you. We're going to use the media gives you credit one. Don't know why that hypes players up. It shouldn't, but I guess their egos means it does. A decent team. Oh no, Van der Beek is in the squad, not Fernandes. Is Fernandes on the bench? What have I done? I was more focused on the tactic. Fernandes is not in the squad, is he? Damn. Now, we've also got, while we do this, we've also got, what a huge mistake. See, that's what happens when you take risks. We've also got Van der Beek in the advanced playmaker role, which I think he's better as the box-to-box, and then Pogba is the advanced playmaker. So we're going to quickly change that. Maybe that would have won us the game. And who knows. But leaving Fernandes out, our best player this season on average rating, that is a huge mistake possibly. And we'll see how that treats us in this game. Now, I'll give it a half and then I might completely change the tactic, completely change the press on them, just make them panic, especially where they're playing a 4-2-3-1. But so far, it seems to be working. 6 shots to 2, 51% possession. Just no highlights really when we're playing a little bit more defensive. Maybe we go positive on this tactic. Let's see how that works. This is a learning curve for us. We'll see how it works. But just no highlights in the entire half. I mean, we can't accept that, can we? Probably not. Now let's see the difference. I'm not happy with your performance out there. Do we go back to our first tactic now and just absolutely shock them? I'm also going to change Kese to a box-to-box. He's got the stats for it. He can play it. I think he can do it. So we're going to change Kese to a box-to-box, which it was there anyway for Pogba or Van der Beek. Question is, do we take Van der Beek off and put Fernandes on? Yeah, I don't think so. He's playing okay, but do we put him as a advanced playmaker? No, not really. He can do that role as the attacking midfielder. I think we leave it at that and we shock them. Let's see what tactic is better. Is it better to sit and allow pressure and try to counter, or do we go the Stanton way and absolutely attack them? Aubameyang, we're tight marking him. He's on a 6.4 rating. Maybe Mike Phelan was right, but 14 shots to 5. Still no highlight in the entire game. Rashford's tired. Bruno could come on. I mean, here's the first highlight, and it starts with Aaron Ramsdale. Does he kick it out and we win the ball back, or do they play short? They do kick it out. Wan-Bissaka wins it. Pogba to Kese in the box-to-box. Plays it to Rashford, who's tired. And he's showing his tiredness there with quite a poor shot. But he is playing well. 7.0 rating. I think now's the time we try to bring on Fernandes. Now, Rashford is absolutely knackered. So we're going to push Ronaldo on the left-hand side. We're going to focus play down the left as well for Ronaldo. We're going to take Rashford off and put Cavani or Martial. I think Martial, especially where he's motivated. We put him up top as an advanced forward. And then midfield-wise, Kese's not performing the best. So we're going to take him off and we're going to bring Bruno on and keep it like that. Hopefully those changes work well. We're going to pump fist. You have an ability to make a difference for us, boys. Get that goal and allow us to bury Arsenal. We're going to go attacking as well. I mean, we're basically doing it anyway. And here we are, another highlight short to Van der Beek in that box-to-box midfielder role. And he was too focused on actually getting in the box there, running away from the ball. Ramsdale, he does win it. Bruno to Martial. He's got to be onside. I mean, the linesman has run back. In previous games, he would stand still if he was off. I think he's on. He didn't look obviously off. And there it is. VAR awarding goals now. Let's see who is playing him on. Good win by Van der Beek and a quick pass to Bruno. I mean, played on by about 2 or 3 defenders there. But with 10 minutes to go, we have done it. Do we change it up? Do we try and sit a little bit tighter now? Ronaldo looks knackered. I think we've got to keep him on. Do we try and play shorter passing? Do we lower the tempo? Do we, we be more disciplined, lower the tempo, shorter passing? I think that alone can make the difference. Passing space will take off. I think that alone can make the difference. So let's see what that does. Again, we're learning. We're trying to learn the new engine. We're trying to learn the new game, as Greenwood is absolutely knackered. So we're going to take him off for Anthony Elanga. Why not? We can't take Ronaldo off, can we? No. So Ronaldo, you're staying on, but we can drop everyone to support. We can even drop Fernandes here. Let's see what this does as well. I mean, we're messing about for absolutely no reason, but why not? We'll put him on as a Mazzala, and we'll drop Elanga into support as well. Let's see how these tactics work. You shouldn't really change it when it's working, but we're doing that anyway. And with 1 minute left, have we seen it out? 10 seconds left. Bruno whips one in. Ronaldo! Oh, he's missed again from a corner. We might look at our corner tactics. I never have on FM. But there we go. We do beat Arsenal 1-0. An absolutely brilliant display there for us. Definitely the first tactic the main tactic, our attacking one, worked a lot better. So that's good to know that we can dominate teams even if they, somewhat keep the ball. But as you can see, ending the episode with 2 wins, we are top of the Champions League table. We are top of the Premier League table. We're against Gillingham in the Carabao Cup in the 4th round. We've done well there. Let's see. Do you have anything to say? What did he say? Fully agree. Sure. Brilliant. But as we look, we are doing well. Premier League top of the table, 5 goal difference ahead. Champions League top. It's a great start for Manchester United. The project is working. A lot of greens on show. We have got Liverpool away coming up. That is going to be the difficult one. Milan away. We've got some key games. But I think we will see you next. West Ham and Man City, Everton, Tottenham, Southampton. It's a tough time. So I think we're going to see you out of 2 of these 3 games and see what we can do. But hopefully we've progressed in all competitions and we are sitting top of all tables, all rankings, whatever, for the months to come. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do leave a comment on what you're thinking and please do subscribe. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.